All right, you guys, since Wendy and I couldn't go live together on the page, we decided to record a video together live so you can watch and hear Wendy's experience out of her own mouth. So, Wendy, let's start over.
Okay.
Tell us about yourself and how you met or how you found me.
Okay. So hi, my name is Wendy. I don't know. We always start off with like, what do we do? We're moms, right? First and foremost. So I have two girls. One's heading to, we're going to be looking at colleges and stuff. So we're at that phase of our life. And then I have an older daughter. I found, I found Amanda just by, doing what I do best. I scroll for through Facebook, and I scroll to just see what I can find, what's interesting to me, and I've done that before, but this definitely stopped me in my tracks.
Mm-hmm. So, what about it stopped you in your tracks? And then why did you decide to just join the challenge? Because that's how you first started, right?
I mean, I can say first and foremost that I feel like I was looking for something different, looking for, I kept joining different programs and joining and thinking that these were going to be the answers, and nothing was. So when I got to Amanda's post, it was just pretty much like talking to me. I know that sounds strange, but it was just, I could so relate to everything that she was, putting out there as far as, struggling and everything. And it was really that internal difference for me that made me gravitate, and not just gravitate to one sentence, to keep uncovering more, because I was so inept. Like I just wanted more. I couldn't get enough.
That's awesome. So during the challenge, you heard me talk about Reclaimed. What made you decide to reach out and sign up for a discovery call and look more into it?
You know what? I think like a lot of us who've tried so many different things, and I'm no different than that person. I mean, it was almost an embarrassment, I'll tell you honestly, of how many things or how many fixes that I was looking for and I was yearning for and needing it, and nothing was doing it for me. So, I mean, again, it was just really, the pieces were a little bit falling together in my inner dialogue of what I was saying to myself. And I'm like, wow, there's somebody out there that thinks kind of like I do, or that I've never had these things addressed before. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, I don't have a choice. I just have to keep questioning. And I did have that open mind and wanting to find out more.
Yeah, and one thing you had mentioned to me on our call too was that you had been researching like the next way you were going to lose weight. And tell me a little bit about that, like your thought process during that.
Yeah, I was always 2 feet in and three feet out. Like I was always like, okay, well, this is too hard. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this program. This is too expensive. You know what? This isn't going to work. I've already tried this before, so I'm not going to do it. I mean, I went to drastic measures. I mean, like I can't even believe myself. But I mean, when I was looking for a job at one time, I went to like a diet program kind of a job. And, just to be like, oh, if only I work there, leave it, then I'll sell it. And then I'll be like skinny, and then I'll be happy. And all of that didn't matter, because I try to speak the truth as we are supposed to. And that was not, that was not working. So,
right.
You just, I try not to say what I can't say what I don't believe. Like, I just didn't believe it was, again, another program that was not for me.
Yeah. Did you have any hesitations about joining Reclaimed and signing up?
I guess my shift was, number one, I have nothing to lose. The other thing is, if I don't try, first of all, I'll never know. And the other thing is, I put my faith into practice. Like, that was the biggest shift for me. You know, we all want, like, okay, well, how much are we going to lose, and what's going to happen if we do this, and what is faith? Faith to me is believing before we're receiving anything.
So good. Exactly.
Doing that, you know what I mean? And I had to really be honest with myself. I'm like, you know, talk is cheap. Am I really wanting to change? Because then, you know, next year, I keep saying, the next time I'm going to a wedding, the next time I'm going on vacation, I'm going to lose weight. And it never happens. I've been doing this for, 40 years of that mind play of, and then I created that.
Yeah, all that mind drama of I'll do it this time, or
yes,
this will be the program, or this will happen now.
Right.
When you really didn't fully believe it because you knew there was a piece missing, right?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So you signed up. Tell everybody a little bit about your thoughts about Reclaimed. What did you like about it? What didn't you like about it? Like, tell everybody what you think about the Reclaimed coaching program.
I think the biggest thing that I liked about it is I wasn't fearful of process.
Yeah.
You know, that's what stopped me all the time. There was none of that. It was, take you where you are. You're good now.
Mm-hmm.
And let's just tweak little bits and pieces. And then the support from the group, support obviously through you, you know, individually, you know, your own. And you know what, honestly, what does support with a group mean? It means to me that we're not alone. You know, like, I always felt that my thoughts and my inner dialogue, toxic thinking, I always used to say stinking thinking in my own head, was only me. It was only me. I'm the only girl, and all these other women out there, or men, just having time. And when you open yourself up and you go, oh my God, we're all playing on each other and being like, oh my God, I feel like that. Oh my God. And then you're supporting. And, you know, I even said this separate to Amanda a long time ago. I was like, you're bringing the truth up, you know, for people to see. And if that's all, that's the biggest thing out of it. You know, why are we messing up with this? Why are we losing years and years of our life? Like, for me, I wasn't even going different places because I'm like not feeling good about myself. Nope, I'll cancel that plan. And it's so, you know, it's not what God wants. That's the hard part, you know, but I'm just so grateful now. Because it means.
So tell everybody a little bit about your results. Not only the weight loss, I think they'd be excited to hear about that, but also just everything else that, you know, came to light and has changed for you.
Well, I think when you start taking care of yourself, your whole attitude, your whole outlook, not to mention the mindset, and most importantly, how you feel about yourself. You know, we can all put on nice clothes. We can all put on makeup and jewelry and smile, but you know, I was doing all that, don't get me wrong, but I wasn't really feeling any different inside. My internal feelings about myself that were bruised a long time ago are shifting. And that is more monumental than fitting into a size 12 or 10 or whatever that might, like, it has nothing. It's just huge. And just having hope, I guess. That's my biggest thing.
Yes.
You know?
Yep.
Like, well, friends, I always say, they say, oh, well, you know, as you get older, okay, let's face it, as women, oh, you're going through menopause.
Right.
I'm Italian. Believe me, we have all events and all of that. We show love with food and up. I can never change, but just having that subtle change internally, and it's neat. You know, yeah, you see it on the outside, but again, it's the inside. And that's so special to me because it is your soul. It's how you feel. It's, you know, how God created us. I just, it's awesome. I mean, I did lose, you know, a decent amount of weight, but I always put internal first in front of the scale. And that took me a minute to learn. I remember the first week, you know what? I don't want to get on the scale. So what is that? You had said it's like fear.
Yep.
Nope. You know what, Wendy? Just get on the scale. Whether it's no weight loss, whether it's a couple pounds, you know, it's just that acceptance of wherever you are, you're okay. You know, that is huge.
Well, because the scale doesn't define who you are. God already defined who you are. And so we sometimes use that scale as a tool to remind us to hear all that negative thinking, bring that out and bring it to light. You know, a couple other things you had talked about.
I'm sorry.
Well, a couple other things you had talked about, you know, how you interacted with your daughter at home as, you know, she's a teenager. How you interacted with her, how you interacted with your husband. You went on vacation during the 12 weeks and how you still lost weight during vacation.
Yep.
And how you just showed up so much differently, actually enjoyed the people around you more instead of being so food focused. Right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it is really exciting though. I do want to celebrate. How much weight have you lost?
So I've lost a little over 30 pounds right now.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
That's super fun. And it really did come from working on all that thinking and how you were feeling and changing that so that you could act differently, show up differently in this world.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm just so proud of you. You did so much work on that and you dove into it just head first. You're like, no, I'm going to look at this. This is time to clean this up, you know, and that is stellar. Because I know for me too, that's when really shifted. Like, I'm like, nope, I'm going to clean this up. I'm tired of thinking and living this way.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. So is there anything else that you really want to tell the women that are going to be watching this? You know, any pieces of advice or any things that turning points for you or anything to even just encourage them if they're a little bit on the fence about Reclaimed?
I mean, there's so much. You know, the old philosophy is like we're only given one life, you know, on earth. I think just being, if anybody I know with me with having two daughters, what meant so much to me is they're witnessing, you know, how you're supposed to be treated, how you treat yourself, what you value in your, and showing them that actually change is possible, right? We always say with God, we're like, oh yeah, I'm sure I'll pray for this, or, you know, all of these things you're capable of. And it's like it's within all of us. That's the thing. I just needed somebody to dig in, and I'm still digging in. I'll continue to dig in because there's no rush to any of it. It's just, how can you not sign up for internal change? And whether you have 5 years on this world, in this world, actually, nobody even knows. Tomorrow, something can happen.
Right.
Why we spend, I don't know, the way I even looked at it, I spend more money on going out to eat, on all these activities, on this, and not even the money part of it. It's just, life is so short.
Yeah.
And look what you can do. You can turn it around and feel like almost like a new person, and we're meant to give back. You know, think of what your story can mean to somebody else, to your daughter, to your kids, to your family members, to, you know, neighbors. I just think that's what we're here to do. It took me a while to get here, and I'm just so grateful to be here. I really am.
Yeah, that's so powerful. I totally agree. We don't know how much time we have. Why not feel the best we can and not feel so miserable about who we are and who God made us?
Yeah.
God put us on this earth to just feel miserable all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Wendy. This was super, super stellar. I am celebrating not only your weight loss, but just this total transformation. How you talk about things and how you see things. It's so awesome. It's so life-changing. And I'm so excited to just keep watching that transformation keep unfolding.
Thank you.
Be super fun. Okay, all right, you guys. I just wanted to remind you that if you are at all on the fence about Reclaimed or about this work, don't hesitate to even reach out underneath when I post this. You can comment. Wendy would be happy to, comment back if you have any questions. But I'd be happy to get on a discovery call and just help you get some clarity on really what God's leading you to next. Okay? All right. Thanks, Wendy. And thanks, everybody, for watching.